Sometimes what you need is to put a fire under yourself, put a fire under your behind to get you to move faster, to move with urgency. Why? Because when you have a fire under you that is pushing you to become better every single day, you don't sit there and think about what it is you want to do. I remember times when I haven't had that fire behind me. I haven't had that fire motivating me and pushing me. For example, times when I worked a job and you work, you slave away, you work harder and harder, and eventually you have to wait for a paycheck. So you don't really have that fire because you know that in 2 weeks you will get paid. But I know a lot of people who are entrepreneurs or people who want to be entrepreneurs understand that when you get paid on a daily basis based on how much you work and how much you put in, then you always have that fire underneath you because you know, especially in entrepreneurship, if you don't work, you don't eat. You don't eat. So you got to ask yourself if you're ready for that lifestyle, but understand that uncomfortable situations can push you to be better. If you're uncomfortable because you just went through a breakup, if you're uncomfortable because your girlfriend just dumped you, she just cheated on you, believe me, man, this guy is crazy. My new dog. Believe me, that situation will push you to be better than you've ever been. And you might think, for example, maybe a bad negative situation that you might be uncomfortable in is for some reason going to make you crumble. But in reality, pressure is what makes diamonds. So you have to accept the pressure. You have to learn how to live under the pressure and be molded into something better because the pressure can either make you or break you. There's the few who allow the pressure to mold them into something so strong because this is the thing about life. Life, the people who come out the other side stronger than ever, it's because the pressure was put on them so hard to perform. That's one of the reasons why I moved out earlier because I know some people stay at home till like 26, 27. I had to move out because I needed that pressure because I know the type of man that I am. And I know a lot of you guys would probably be the same way if you put the pressure on yourself. For example, I knew I needed the pressure of moving out because if you stay home and you're not paying rent and you don't have to go out there and work and get the money and provide for yourself, you don't understand what it's like to have the pressure on you. You don't understand what it's like to have the pressure to have to perform so that on the first you have to have the money so that you can keep your lifestyle, so that you can keep your life intact. You don't know that pressure until you do. And when you do, like I said, there's people who the pressure breaks them, there's people who the pressure makes them. For example, I'm someone who the pressure molds me into something better, something, a greater version of myself, that optimal man. Because when life gets hard, when life puts pressure on myself, like when I moved out and I knew now I have to perform, when I became an entrepreneur and I knew now I have to perform, I have no other option. Here's the thing, it makes me tougher, it makes me stronger, it makes me more resilient because life is pushing down on me and I'm pushing back even harder. So there's the people that life pushes down on them, life gets hard, and they crumble. And that's it. They stay a nobody because they crumble. But then there's the people who push back harder and become a much better version of themselves. You have a lot more responsibilities. Life is hard, but you still diet. You still do what you said you were gonna do. Life gets hard. You still get out there and you grind. Life gets hard. You still learn something to become a better version, a more smarter and intelligent version of yourself. Life gets hard. People reject you. People ridicule you. But you still do the things you know you have to do in order to become the best version of yourself because the pressure is molding you. The pressure is molding you into someone who you wouldn't be otherwise if you didn't have that pressure put on you. you wouldn't become that 10.0 version of yourself if you didn't have the pressure. So accept the pressure, put yourself in more uncomfortable situations, and you'll see yourself start to grow. All right, guys? Like the video, share this with a friend, and subscribe. Peace out.